Good morning, children. So, here we are going to discuss the chapter number 6, that's title is allergy. So, before that, we must know about the title of the chapter. What do you understand by an allergy? An allergy is a medical condition, or you can say that it is the unusual body's reaction to certain substances. Means every person having allergy of various substances, that may be pollen, that may be fur, smoke, dust, nuts, and the most common thing which is very common in these days, that is of wheat allergy. Some people, they can't eat the things which are made of wheat because their body's reaction is opposite to that substance, means that is not suitable to the person. So it means allergy is the unusual body's reaction to various substances. Examples of various substances are pollen, smoke, dust, nuts, fur. Some people, they can't even wear the sweaters, woolen clothes. So how we can say that allergy can be there? Allergy happens in some persons. So there are various symptoms like sneezing, itchy, runny nose, watery or swollen eyes. So there are various symptoms by which the people can be identified that this person is allergic of this substance. So sometimes we can say that as we are discussing the wheat allergy, as we know that this allergy is very common nowadays, and after some time, after the passage of time, what happens with the passage of time, we can say that the person who are having wheat allergy, that disappears. So now let's talk about the next topic, that is types of allergens. So here the new word is allergens. Allergen term means the substances which cause allergy. Substances which cause allergy is known as allergens. As we have already done the various substances which cause allergy, like pollen, fur, smoke, these are known as allergens which causes allergy. So there are various types of allergen. Here we will discuss the various types of allergen. First one is airborne allergens. Second is food and medicine allergen. Contact allergens. And next one is other allergens. So here the first one is airborne allergen. It means the allergens which are present in the air, like pollen. Pollen are present in the flowers. Spores, pet dander. What do you understand by pet dander? It is the tiny flakes. These are the small flakes of dead skin or feathers, or you can say hair. Pet dander, it is also present in the air. So some airborne allergens like smoke, deodorants, perfumes, fumes from the chemicals, these all are the substances which cause the allergy, and that allergens are known as airborne allergens. So we can also take the example of dust mite. Dust mite, especially that is found in the pillows, mattresses, carpets, cushions, soft toys. So these are the dust mites which live all around us and which cause allergy. So airborne allergens, how we can identify with the help of the symptoms, like when there is runny nose. Runny nose means when the water is coming out from the nose, mucus you can say, like itchy Skin. Itchy means when there is rashes on the skin when we rub the skin again and again. Coughing, itchy throat. So these all are the symptoms. So before that, you must know what are airborne allergens, means where it is found, and second thing you have to learn what are the symptoms of airborne allergens. Now come to the next point, that is food and medicine allergen. The name indicates that the people are allergic to various medicines and food. So we can also take the examples of various types of food like milk products, eggs, soya, nuts, fish. So there are various types of food, like some people they can't even eat the mushrooms, they can't even eat the brinjal and also wheat. It does not suit the body of some person. But later it can disappear in the life. So how it can be treated? It can be treated, it can be removed, it can be eradicated from our body by the taking of antibiotics like aspirins, like painkillers. So there are symptoms of food and medicine allergens. Again, itching, stomach ache can be there because the food and medicine allergen food goes into the stomach. Vomiting, diarrhea, itchy rashes, hives, red and swollen spots on the skin, wheezing, congestion. These all are the symptoms. And one major term which you will understand, which you will learn under the food and medicine allergen, that is anaphylactic reactions. Anaphylactic reaction means, or you can say anaphylaxis. This is the major term, under it you will learn. When a person may have experience, when the person having experience of this type of allergy, food and medicine allergy, so it may cause various types of symptoms in our body like swallowing, difficulty in swallowing, dizziness, faint. So with the help of these symptoms, what happens in our body? Blood pressure becomes low. There is a sudden drop in the blood pressure, by which the person can even cause, that can lead to the heart attack or sometimes death. So such a severe reaction, severe means which are very dangerous, which is in high intensity, you can see. Such a severe reaction to an allergen is known as anaphylaxis, or you can say anaphylactic reaction, when the severe reaction takes place with the help of food and medicine allergy. Now the next is contact allergen. Contact means when we are coming in contact with various types of allergens, right? The example, like you can say latex. Latex is a white colored fluid, milky fluid, which is the secretion of the rubber tree. So the things which is made up of this type of latex, like gloves, erasers, balloons, rubber bands. So if the person having allergy of contact allergens, so that person cannot wear the gloves, erasers, that cannot use the erasers, balloons, rubber bands, because the person's body cannot adapt according to the latex, according to the allergens. So then that caused various types of symptoms, that cause problems in our body, that cause various types of disorder in our on our skin, like redness of the skin can be there, rashes, blisters, hives, swelling of the part that comes in contact with that type of allergen. So it means contact allergen. Some people they are having allergy of detergents, soap allergy, shampoos allergies, cosmetic allergy, perfumes allergy. So when these things comes in contact with the person, so that person cannot be able to tolerate with that type of allergen. So then the we can say these are the contact allergens. So now the other type of allergen. In the another type of allergen we can discuss the insect bites. Sometime when insect bite, like sometime bees, wasp, when they bite, they inject venom, they inject poison in our body when they sting. So that venom produces swelling in our body. and redness at the site of sting. So when what happens at that time, there is itching, there is burning sensation takes place. So but the people which are allergic to venom, that may develop rashes, hives, blisters, swelling of the body, sometimes nausea, sometimes difficult in speaking, sometimes difficult in breathing, and there are some symptoms like of anaphylaxis. So these things produces toxic substances. When sometimes is caterpillar bite, caterpillar inject. So these are the other allergens which cause the allergy in our body by the sting. So some person having allergy to even in sunlight. Sunlight is also the allergic produces allergic reactions in some's body, and which develop itchy rashes, blisters on the area of skin which is exposed to sunlight only. So these sometimes the person can feel dizziness, nausea when they come in contact with the sunlight, when they are in the sunlight at that time. So in response to sunlight, even in people who are not normally, they are allergic to sunlight. So these are the various types of allergens. In your book, there is table 6.1 is given, I think. Table 6.1. So there is a total summary of allergens and symptoms by which it is produced. So now the next topic that we will discuss, that is the types of allergy. So what do you mean by types of allergy? Types of allergy means there are two types of allergy. Seasonal mean which comes in the season. Perennial mean which comes after 1 year. In the seasonal allergy, you can take the examples of spores, pollens, smoke, dust. These are the seasonal allergy triggers, because when the pollen grains come out from the plant, that occur during the seasonal time, when there is a season of flowering. When there is a flowering season, at that time what happens, the pollen grains comes out from the flowers, and according to that season, the person, those who are having the seasonal allergy, those who are having the allergy of pollens, they will come contact with pollen. Means in the environment, pollen grains are the airborne allergens. So these pollen grains are spread in the air, and automatically the person who are having the allergy of pollen, they may get allergy. So the allergy reactions occurs that may increase in winter when the air is heavy, because at that time what happens during the winter season, the air trap the smoke and dust closer to the ground. So what happens at that time, there are two main the allergies which occurs in the body, like conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis means the word, this is related with the eye problem, and hay fever. Hay fever means you can say when there is a dust allergy, when there is a smoke allergy, right? So what are the symptoms under this? Again, the itchy, red rashes, white, watery eyes. Hay fever also causes the watering of the nose and sneezing. Hay fever means when there is a sneezing continuously, watering of the nose. At that time you can say that the person is having hay fever. We can give the word hay fever. Now next one is perennial allergies. Perennial allergy means which are year-round allergies to things like, again, dust, mold, you can say pet dander, food items, medicines, contact allergen. These are the perennial allergy triggers. So there are two main diseases which are caused in the perennial allergies. First one is asthma. This is the respiratory disorder when the person cannot breathe properly. And the next one is eczema. This is the skin problem. So these are the two main diseases which are caused by the perennial allergy. In the perennial allergy, dust can cause this disease, mold can cause this disease, cockroaches, perfumes, and pet danders. Now the next topic is test for allergies. So there are different types of tests given by which we can identify the person is allergic or not. Now the common test one is that is skin prick test. Second one is patch test. Next one is blood test. So this is a very common, blood test is very common because it helps to detect the allergies with the help of blood testing. So when the blood test helps to identify and measure various proteins which helps to fight against diseases. And how these fight against diseases? When the antibodies are formed in our body, when the antibodies are produced in our body. If there are antibodies are present, they are usually produced in our body to fight against the diseases. Means what kind of diseases now there are? Allergies. So it helps to, blood test helps to detect allergies are based on identifying and measuring certain proteins. Means it helps to detect the various proteins in our body, and these proteins they form the antibodies. When the antibodies are formed in our body, that helps to fight against the viruses, fight against the bacteria, fight against the allergies. So this is the automatic. Now the next one is first that we will discuss now, the skin prick test. Means this test is based with the pricking and it helps to do on the skin. So what happens during the skin prick test? In this, a drop of liquid containing the allergen is placed on the skin. A drop of liquid is containing the allergen is placed on the skin and the skin is pricked. Prick means you have to take the needle and prick the skin like this. So what will happen at that time? The skin is pricked with a small needle to allow the allergen to enter the skin. If the lump is produced by the reddish area appear to the site, it means the test is positive. When we, for example, this is the skin, when we prick the area, if there is a reddish skin appears, it means the test is positive, mean the person is allergic. And the another skin test is that is patch test. So what happens during the patch test? The patches are applied to the skin. Allergen containing patches are applied to the skin. For example, this is a part of skin and the patch you must know, this is a small piece of paper, a small piece of cloth, we can say that this is a patch, and it is applied on the part of the skin, usually on the back side of the skin. When the patches are removed after some time, the skin is examined for reaction to the allergens. So that is known as patch test. So this is all about the test for allergy. Now the last topic is that is the prevention of allergies. Actually this chapter is very common. Just simply you can read it after the explanation, then it will be more clear to you. Now the first point under the prevention of allergens we will discuss. As we all know that if we have allergy of anything, for example, if we have dust allergy, what we can say, what we can do? We can wear mask. We can wear goggles if we have allergy. If we have allergy of sunlight, then again we can wear goggles. So this is very common. So if we have allergy of dust, but we are cleaning our room, we are cleaning outdoors, what we can do? Again we can wear the goggles or we can wear a protective mask while cleaning the house, while cleaning your room. Second thing you can say under this second prevention, if you have allergy to pet dander, no need to take pet, no need to have a pet in your house. If you are having pet in your home, then what you can do, wash your hands with the soap, wash your hands, change your clothes after handling your pet. So these are the basic things. So if you have allergy of any food items, no need to take that food items. If you have any problem, you can take the consultation, you can take the prescription of the doctor. And one thing is more important, if you are taking any tablet, so always check the label, because sometimes it can be expired, it can be out of date. So these are the main common things which you have to keep in your mind while using the things. In the same way, if you are allergic to pollen, keep the windows of your house shut when the pollen season is at the peak. Use a mask, goggles when you are outdoors. Bathe and change your clothes when you return home. If you are allergic, if you are having allergic reaction, sometime you can also consult to doctor if it's and severe. And always use cosmetic perfumes which are not allergic to you. If that is allergic, avoid that things, because the body is, the health is more important as compared to these things which we are using with the fashion, for the fashion. So we can say that if our body is not suitable to the various things, so we must avoid the things. As we all know about it very well, nowadays the virus is very common, that you all know about it very well, that is coronavirus. So if you are allergic or not, means it depends upon your immunity. If you are coming or going out from the home, so what you have to use, you have to take the precautions, because prevention is better than cure. So it means if you are having any allergy, if it is determined in your body, so it's your duty to take the precautions. It's not another's duty, because it's your health and you people are responsible for your health. Good luck.